Hey, what's up, guys? Anthony coming at you another video. I wanted to make a video um, talking about. It's just something that came up right now, so I just remembered I gotta say it. But what was it? Oh yeah. So I used to lucid dream, right? And I used to be into dreaming. It was really fun. I used to pretty much have another life. Like that's how vivid and memorable made my dreams. It was so lucid, so vivid, and so memorable that it almost felt like another life or another reality. Not in a weird way, like, oh, I'm gonna like go to bed and wake up and be over here. Like, it wasn't like that. It was like I dream, I know that I'm dreaming, and then I would remember so much of the dream that it almost felt like a whole nother day, and just experiencing like almost a whole nother day in a dream. Not necessarily 8 hours, but a long dream. Like, some people have so many dreams. Well, they usually say that we have like 8 dreams or something like that. But I would memorize a lot of them, which made if gave me more restful sleep. But what I want to talk about was these nightmares that I created in a weird way, but it's pretty cool at the same time. So check this out. Never heard nobody talk about this when they talk about dreams, but this is what happened. So I learned about self affirmations, self talk. So I'm like, okay, and I just wanted to experiment with it, and I just did it with my dream before I went to bed. So I was sleeping, right? I was, well, not sleeping, but I laid down, and then I was like, before I slept, I said this affirmation. Okay, I was like, give me a nightmare tonight and allow me to experience the whole nightmare and not wake up in the middle of it. That was my affirmation. I said that probably a couple times. So my intention was to have a nightmare that same night, but also to sleep and go through the whole nightmare to the end so I could experience the end of the nightmare. The reason why I said that, I don't know why, I just happened to say that just to see what would happen. But the weird thing, there's two weird things, or actually three weird things. One, I actually had a nightmare that same night, and I didn't even usually have nightmares. Okay. Two, I slept through and went through the whole nightmare. That never happened to me. I usually wake up in the middle of the nightmare, all scared and shit. you know. Okay. And the third weird thing was this. At the end of the nightmare, it turned out to be a good ending. Crazy. And it just made me think, like, when we're going through life, because these dreams reflect our life, reflect our consciousness, and when we're having these nightmares of running from someone in our dreams, for example, that means, or can be translated into, or at least one of the translations, is that you're running away from your problems, okay? Then we wake up from that dream, right? If I had that dream, I would be in my dream. I would not be able to wake up. I wouldn't be able to wake up, and I'll still be getting chased by this mug. Okay, and then something will happen, and it will just turn out to be a good thing. Like, I will meet the guy, and then or something, and it will just be a good thing. Like, it wouldn't be a bad thing. So this kind of taught me, or this was probably teaching me that these so quote unquote bad things that happen in my life are not necessarily bad. These quote unquote scary things that happen in my life are not necessarily scary. There actually could be a useful or good, there actually could be a good thing that comes out of it. Just because it's coming off bad doesn't mean that it's bad. And I think that's what it was could have been showing me. I don't know. It's pretty cool, pretty crazy. I actually like those dreams. I don't know why. And also, when I had those dreams, those nightmares did not come off as being too scary. So when I, like, usually if I did not say that, like, usually my nightmares before that, I will actually, and after I said that, I only said that once, okay, or a couple times before I went to bed, and then it lasted for years. Every time when I have a night, my nightmares would not be frequent. Okay, it would just be a normal one every once in a while. I'll have a nightmare, right? But it lasted for years. But I noticed recently, that it went away because I remember waking up from a nightmare recently, maybe a month ago. I remember waking up from a nightmare. That shit was a crazy ass nightmare. I forgot what it was about, but that shit was that shit was scary. Okay, but woke up in the middle of the night and shit. All right, but excuse me, I have to pop my neck. But yeah, I may say that again, just so that also, which is another weird thing, I'll probably say that before, is that your nightmares are not as scary. I mean, they are scary, but they're they're manageable. Okay, they're scary. They'll push you to the edge, but you're able to manage it. You're able to, you know, handle it. Is the word I'm trying to say. You're able to handle it. Okay, handle it enough to not wake up. Okay, but it's almost at the edge, or sometimes not even at the edge. But a pretty interesting experience. I don't know, ain't nobody that had this happen to them. But yeah, um, pretty crazy. Also had some weird other interesting things that happened in my dream as far as like what's it called? Seeing in the future almost through my dream, which is pretty crazy. And it was like years back or years ahead of what I've seen. Like I seen something years ahead, but it was a small thing though. It was like I walked into a new store that I never been into, and I'm like, whoa, like this place looks familiar, but I never been in this city before. And I'm like, whoa, like I dreamed of this. This was in my dream. I was in here in my dream. Two stores like that happened to me. It was crazy. Another crazy thing, I did like a meditation. I wasn't even dreaming, but this was before I had a car. I was like, show me a picture of what my first car would look like. And then I just blinked my whole mind and I was just sitting there being open to what it would look like. Then I got an image of a white, small white car and I was like, what kind of car is this? And then I got the word Nissan. And then never thought about it again. I thought it was just mundane, like I was just messing around, right? Years later, I'm like, yo, I gotta get a car, da 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 da. And then, I had $500. All I had, bro. Went to an auction, saw this white car. I'm like, okay. This was years back, so I'm not even thinking about this. I would say months after I got the car, I'm like, wait a minute. Like, this was the car that I freaking imagined, bro. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy. I was just thinking about that shit. That shit was crazy. Like, damn. But yeah, that happened to me, man. That was crazy. The car that I got years later was when I picture that in my head, it looked exactly like that. It had a sunroof. I don't remember seeing the sunroof because the vision was kind of blurry. I just remember seeing a small white car. It looked like a Nissan or a Toyota or a Honda, and I knew it was one of those three, but I was like, what is it? And I got the word Nissan. I was like, okay, and that was it. And then years later, all of a sudden, I'm sitting in that same car. Nigga, that shit was crazy. I don't have it no more, but that was crazy though. That was crazy, and it was my first car. Wow, man, that was crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much. I just want to make that video about the nightmares things, because that was a very, very, very interesting experience. I also did some experimenting where I was like, before I went to bed, I was like, give me an amazing dream. Give me an amazing dream to where I'm like, like amazing, like wow. Like give me a dream like that. I never had a dream like that before. That same night, oh my god, I remember seeing like people doing backflips on these monkey bars. It was like not a monkey bars, but it was just like one bar gymnastic, and this guy did like whoa, like he just did so crazy, and I'm like, oh shit, in my dream. Oh, that shit was funny, but that actually happened, so that was tight. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Those things. But if you like this video, go ahead and comment, subscribe, like, and share this video to somebody who think it will be funny or interesting or whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I got for you. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.